Okay, let's get into it now.
I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the line.
Okay, hi guys. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about movie quotes, and yeah, just scenes from movies that I feel like were just like creme de la creme. Like the cherry on the cake sort of thing. Anyway, so firstly we've got, let's see what we've got.
I don't even know what love is.
That's okay, I do. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours, like, you know, how Kristoff brought you back here to Hans and left you forever.
Kristoff loves me?
Wow, you really don't know anything about love, do you?
Olaf, you're melting.
Some people are worth melting for.
That's it. Olaf from Frozen. Some people are worth melting for. And it's like, oh, that is deep, but it's also so cheesy. But anyway, let's not focus on the cheese right now. Let's focus on the depth. It's like, damn, some people are worth like melting for. And like, it got me thinking, raw, some people are worth changing for. Like, it could be anybody. It could be like, it could be a family. It could be like a romantic interest. Yeah, a love interest. But like, for me, it just made me think like, ooh, who am I melting for? Like, who's worth melting for in my life? And then I started counting people, and it's like, ooh, family, and like, and it's not like everybody in my family. I mean, like, not extended anyway. I mean, like, nuclear. It's just, some people are worth melting for, and if you find somebody worth melting for, melt for them, but obviously do so with caution. Yeah, just don't like, oh, I'm melting for you, you're worth melt. No, don't be dumb about it. Throw a little caution to the wind, but yeah, just, you know, melt for them. Yeah, it's just so deep the way Olaf just said that, and it's a very simplistic statement. There's just no confusion about what Olaf said and what he meant, and that's what I like about it. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, anyway, let's move onward.
Just think of something. The first thing that pops in your head, something you love.
An imperial affliction.
That scene where it says pain demands to be felt, that is just so beautifully tragic, and it screams like 1,000 decibels of reality to all of us, really, because in as much as we try to, you know, abate the pain or try to not focus on the pain, like draw attention to something else in order to not feel the pain, pain will always demand to be felt. And that is just so real, and it's so true. But I have a problem with this because I've read a bit about neuroplasticity and like how you create your own reality, and how sometimes it's good to not focus on the pain, but I feel like it's two clashing ideas. Do I feel the pain? Do I just let it envelope me? Or do I create an alternate reality? Not an alternate reality, but like not focus on the pain, because it's detrimental to stay in that state of being in pain. So everything in moderation, really. Feel the pain and feel it well, and feel it truly to your core. So yeah, it's one of those scenes that are just so real. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Anyway, let's move on.
question. Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Yo, I feel like this speaks to me on an atomic level as a Christian, like firstly, because it just makes me think I am ready to die for the sake of the gospel, but am I ready to live for the sake of the gospel? That's a whole different topic. The truth of the matter is sometimes I'm not ready to live for the gospel, or I live in ways that are contrary to what the gospel says and like what the word of God says. And it just made me think at that time, like, if Jesus were to come today and just sit on the chair in front of me and ask me the same question, what would I say? I would say I'm ready to die. Like, if somebody were to come in here with a machete or an AK-47 and say, are you Christian? If you're a Christian, I'm gonna shoot you. Then yeah, I would gladly say, okay, cool, go ahead. But living for the sake of Jesus or the gospel, it's a whole other discipline. It's a whole other world. But anyway, this also applies to, like, I want to say dreams. So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, are you ready to die for that goal? But what I'm saying is, what can I live, or will I live in such a way that I'm disciplined and just focused on achieving X, Y, and Z goals on my goal list? That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I hope it does. Yeah. So let's move on. Let's see what's next.
What do you think?
Yeah. Looks like the winds are changing.
Change is good.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I know what I have to do, but going back means I'll have to face my past. I've been running from it for so long. Ow! Jeez, what was that for?
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Ah, you see?
Rafiki is one hell of a character, and I love him to bits. And yeah, I feel like that scene is just, I don't know, it speaks volumes. It basically says, listen, what's in the past is in the past. You can't change what's in the past. You can only learn from it or run from it. And it's more beneficial to learn from it than run from it. And so yeah, it's one of those scenes that, like, it's straightforward. It just drives the point home. And as you saw, like, Rafiki swung the staff towards what's his name, towards Simba's head, and Simba duck. So it's it's really, it drives the point home, and I like that. So learn from your mistakes, and yeah, it's that one's really short and sweet and to the point. Yeah, and then let's move on.
Isom.
Whoa! I didn't see nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
And you never will.
Please! No. If you're mad at me about the rug, I've got more rugs.
Daddy! It's time for our dance. What did we say? No icing anyone at my wedding.
I have to, baby. Daddy has to. Isom.
No.
Wait,
No.
Wait! She's the bunny that saved my life yesterday! From that giant donut!
This bunny?
Yeah! Hi!
Hi. I love your dress.
Oh, thank you.
Put him down. You've done me a great service. I will help you find the otter. I will take your kindness and pay it forward.
This is my favorite animation movie of all time, and not just because I ship Judy and Wilde. What's his name? The fox, Nick Wilde. Yeah. And not just because I ship the two, but it's because I don't know, I feel like it's just, I don't know, I just like it. I just, not like it, I love it. And yeah, anyway, so this quote, you've done me a great service, I will take your kindness and pay it forward. It reminds me of one of my favorite human beings, and yeah, she really likes the quote, and yeah, it sticks out because I too believe in kindness, and just yeah, a little bit goes a long way. It compounds. If you know, you compliment a stranger, it makes the day, and they in turn might make somebody else's day, and then, you know, everybody could be smiling at the rest, at the end of the day. In an ideal world. But obviously sometimes the compounding effect, or the rolling, the snowball effect of your good deeds stops, because yeah, sometimes it just equilibrates or cancels out somebody's really bad day, and then it ends there, and then, you know, the balance sheet has been balanced, I guess, and you know, it's at a zero again. The account is at a zero, and then somebody else needs to start that good deed and let it compound into something beautiful and cascade into somebody smiling at the end of the day. So yeah, I really like that. So be kind, and if somebody's been kind to you, pay it forward. Yeah, I just really like that quote, and yeah, as I said, it reminds me of somebody important. And also, yeah, the animation is just so good, and I ship the two together. I've seen the fandom on Pinterest, the pictures of Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde's offspring, and it's the cutest thing. And also on Reddit as well. It's just the whole fandom. But yeah, pay it forward, guys, pay it forward. Let's move on.
Look, I'll throw in an extra £3 for your extra time.
I think I'm a whore.
Everyone's a whore, Grace. We just sell different parts of ourselves. You said you wanted to work for me.
Pardon the French. It's just we all sell parts of ourselves. We all sell parts of ourselves to get what we want, or to get what we think we deserve. So it could be a time. It could be pouring like incredible amounts of hours into your work. Like it could be office work. It could be like hobbies, and it's a little bit of your soul. You're selling a part of yourself to achieve this feat that you deem worthy of your time and your soul at the end of the day. And it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It just made me think about what I sell myself for. And myself, I mean that like time and effort and energy. And when it all boils down to a number of things, and you know, it just makes me think, oh, okay, so this is what I sell. This is what I'm selling myself to. It just makes you appreciate the effort and the countless hours and X, Y, and Z you're pouring into your projects and, you know, your work. And it just, yeah, we all sell little bits of ourselves to get what we think we deserve, or to achieve what we think we should. Yeah. And then lastly,
he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, yeah, it's me! And he stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
If we're boosting...
Look at that man smile. Look at that man smile, man. Loki's my favorite villain in the Marvel universe. Well, yeah, MCU. He's just problematic, man. I love it. And yeah, I just feel like also just as well as him being a good actor, Tom Hiddleston, he's also a good person in real life. And yeah, some of his interviews he's done on the Graham Norton show and like elsewhere, just shown this time and time again, and he's just I love him. I love Tom Hiddleston. And yeah. So yeah, that scene, obviously it was just thrown in here for bands, and to just tell you guys that Loki is my favorite villain of all time. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.